Well, hey, good morning to you. Welcome to the morning message. This is a little bit about finding balance today. I wanted to do a different kind of a spread that will help you. I hope if this message resonates for you, this is not connected to any zodiac sign or anything like that. If you watch my morning messages, you know that. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share my content if you like it. I hope you do. So if you're on Patreon, the extended part of this reading will just follow on right away. If not, there's a link below if you want to continue on if this message resonates with you. Okay, so this is a finding balance spread that I'm going to do. What am I neglecting at the moment? What am I too focused on? And how do I create balance? Okay, so I am also going to just let you know, I'm also going to be doing let's see, a new moon in Scorpio reading, I think today, and also at noon today, Eastern time. We do a live over on Patreon that I think is really cool because it's Q&A. It's kind of a nice community of people, and I just wanted to, just between you and me, if you want to come on over, come on along, okay? That link is below too. Okay, how do I find balance spread? That's something that people have been asking a lot of questions about recently. So I wanna try and, hey, over there, Charlie. He's eaten 2 tarot decks, and he's about to eat some kind of thing that's plastic. So no. All right. What am I neglecting at the moment? Okay, this is for who's ever watching. Message for who's ever watching. Vast vistas. I'll talk you through this. I'm also going to get a couple tarot cards around this. What am I too focused on? What am I too focused on? Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Oh, that's interesting. What am I too focused on? How do I create balance? How do I create balance? Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. So this is one of those cards where people who really like to know what's happening hate, okay? Because they're like, I can't just believe in magic. Well, I have to be doing something. I have to be productive. I have to, do something, and you don't. So this is one of those cards that people who are, and I would definitely number myself, at different times in my life, more or less. And I would definitely number myself among you guys as somebody who really liked to understand where I was going and what it was going to look like and what happens when I get there. I have a lot of parking anxiety. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I definitely now am much more interested in magic than I was when I had my biggest panic attack over trying to find a parking space in New York City, right? I was just like, ah. So now it's much more like let it roll, but I also don't live in situations that are like compact like that. Like to me, that does gin it up for me. I'm much more at ease in a situation, a surround that's a little more open, a little more leisurely, and I'm not, so it doesn't amp up my energy so much. But interestingly, how do I find balance here between knowing what's going to happen and allowing for magic? So I'm just going to get a couple cards around these 3 things, and I'll talk you through this. Okay, so I'll show you as we go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to pull this down a little bit so you may be able to see a little bit better. I'll just show you. Okay. All right, so let's get a couple cards around finding sanctuary. All right, finding sanctuary, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Journey by Moonlight. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles, wow, that's interesting. 10 of Cups, and wow. So, all right, I'll share with you now. So this is what am I neglecting at the moment? You're neglecting about expanding your horizons. And it can feel like all of us are in this boat, okay, right now, that we're all kind of in that box, not really getting out of the box because that's what's required by 2020 right now. But while you're in that box, what are you doing in that box? Okay, I mean that's a thing that you can have some impact on. So right now, the what you're needing to focus more on is healing work, okay, and clarity around your future. What is it that you're looking to create? And trusting your intuitive sense. Now, the interesting part, well, one of the interesting things in this reading is that what you're too focused on, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a reverse 180 on you here, because what I'm seeing here in this magic part of the reading, sort of the outcome, how you're creating balance, is some of you are very, very, very focused on love, very focused on finding twin flame, very focused on spiritual journey. And I feel like one of the things that this reading is saying to you is you already have this. You don't need to do any more work around it. What is being asked of you is healing what's you're not wanting to look at before you go doing, adding more projects to your life, meaning your spiritual life, and adding more meditations and classes and other kinds of things. You're going to need to look at something that you might not want to look at. And that is the truth around some piece that is still hurting. Okay? There's something that is still hurting that is keeping you small. Something that's still keeping you small and unable to really expand your capacity or expand your footprint, expand your business, expand your life, anything like that. There's still something here that needs to be looked at and healed. And it's, keeping you small. It's keeping you in a box. You're neglecting this healing part as opposed to, okay, I'm going to look everywhere else outside of me for the answer instead of inside of me, because that doesn't feel as fun or as good or as interesting, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So what are you too focused on? It can be about really coming together and working with a person outside of you to create happiness for yourself, to create the love you want. And it really is inside of you. There's something here blocking that healing. And you do know what it is. All right, High Priestess, you do know what it is. So you may be looking to everyone else for the answer, except what's the person who has it is you. Okay? So, and how do you create balance in your life? How do I create balance around my life and around love and around everything like this? In order to get to love here, something that's grounded and twin flame, okay, twin flame union here, and commitment, not just like it's a fantasy, but there is some kind of real needing to ground this in reality so that you can create balance. This is something that needs balance. Too much magic, too much I gotta do. Too much, ooh, it's out there. Too much, it's all on my shoulders, right? These two things need to be balanced. There's effort involved, but there's also a little bit of belief. And those things can create balance in your life once you see what the thing is inside you that needs to be healed. So what is that? Let's talk a little bit more about that. What is the thing that you're not really looking at? More information around that. Ace of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, more star. Okay, so this is about a lost love. I feel like you could be talking about an Aquarian, a Pisces, a Virgo, or a Taurus. There's something here that's unfinished business. And I feel like you've wanted to create a new beginning with somebody, but there still is a lot of healing work that hasn't been done yet, right? We're still in this Nine of Wands baggage place. And no new beginnings can happen until you either heal this. And what happens is, I feel like for some of you, by healing this, that means you do let them go. Okay? And you do let go of this baggage. That's the healing work that is necessary. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why you may not be doing it, because you don't want to let that person go. But at the end of the day, letting them go, it's not really a thing. Like, let them go, because if they're supposed to come back to you, they will. And you holding on to it is just holding on to pain. So it's time to really release that and let that go. And knowing that, just knowing in your own heart and mind that you want a new beginning with someone, holding on to the pain of the previous connection, of the previous iteration of it, is not bringing that in. Okay? It's not bringing that in. So let me get some Judgment, Tower, Six of Wands. So the outcome here is about winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yay. Meaning you're at a crossroads and this whole thing becomes moot because you do win. All right. So this whole thing about keeping someone at bay, once you do this, once you release and let go of someone, send them off in a loving way, focusing on that healing part for you, that's when the twin flame can come in, and that's when it will come in. Okay. So that's kind of an interesting thing to me, but you're too focused right now on looking for it outside of you. The healing is the key. The healing is the key to this. Okay, the healing is the key to this. That's kind of interesting. So I just wanted to do a little bit about keeping you in balance. Let's do something else here. Hope you like that. Finding balance spread. I just want to shake it up a little bit. Okay, so Vast Vistas, Finding Sanctuary, and Journey by Moonlight. I'm just going to shift my deck right now, and we're going to do a little bit of an intro piece, and then I will give you some guidance, and if you want to continue on, you can. All right, so let's see where we go here. So given that, let's just assume that you're going to follow that advice, that you're going to heal, you're going to work on healing that, you're going to work on releasing and letting go of an old love that hasn't materialized. Regardless of whether you think it will materialize or won't materialize, that releasing and letting go is still going to help you. Just so you know. Okay? All right. So let's see here. All right. Mr. Charlie. He's getting ready to eat something plastic over there again. All right. So underneath is Temperance. This is Sag energy. Empress. This is you. So being nice and solid in that Venus energy. Wow, this is the situation, awakening. Once you release and let that go, release and let that person go. Just please let them go. And you might have more than one. I'm just getting that right now. You might have more than one that you might be holding on to a high school girlfriend or high school boyfriend, or someone who you believe is twin flame. You might be holding on to someone who really hurt you, who is really awful to you. So we're not just talking about love here. We're talking about someone who might have actually hurt you. Okay? But this awakening card is very fantastic. I'll talk more about that in the extended, but that awakening card is really cool. So you see, it's like the opportunity here is to let go of things in the past, release and let go so you can fly. You're weighing yourself down right now. Ace of Wands wants to come in, new beginnings. Two of Coins, too much like, well, I got to hold on. I can't, do I let go? Do I not let go? Queen of Cups, that's the near future. Son of Cups, recent past. I think we had that in the other part of the reading, that the Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, there was a Three of Pentacles in between. So there's something about this person that you're letting go of. I'm getting more detail now. Could be a Sag, could be Sag, Taurus, Libra. And I see that there's mutual love here, but I feel like this person was too immature at the time. Like you might be taking all of the blame for that relationship or something. You might be taking all of the blame. Sun, look at you. Sun and Empress. There's the Three of Pentacles. I love tarot so much. Two of Cups, an outcome. Are you freaking kidding me? King of Cups. So this is actively your guide I'm gonna in the extended, I'm gonna read you about this awakening, okay? Because what it's really talking about here is, in order to create union in your life, you have a lot of help from out there. There's no need to focus on out there anymore. It's a focusing in here. And so once you do this balance, I love this balance and grounding of Taurus and Libra together. Once you're doing this, you're activating this awakening energy and you're allowing that to go. And so you can think about it this way. How about this? You can think about it this way. When you let somebody go, you can let them go in your mind, picture them as they were then. Picture everything as it was then, not as it is now. And I want you to share forgiveness, love, true heart-centered connectedness with this person. Maybe offer them something in this meditation. Say gratitude, grace and gratitude. Thank you for being in my life. And allow that person as they were in that moment when that hurt happened to then leave the building, walk out, shut the door. Okay? And what is happening here is very interesting because I feel like the person in the past was immature. The outcome is the King of Cups, which is the mature version. So you can't have the King if you're still holding on to the Knight. You have to let that person go. They're immature. That was a bad time. You know, was there love? Yes. But let them go as they were. Then magic can happen. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. If that really resonated for you, that was something I think that is, you know, an important thing to say to some of you. If you really heard that and you really took that in, then it was for you. Okay? For some of you, if you want to continue on with me, there's a link below. Also, if you're on Patreon, the rest of this reading starts right now.